the father of the girl, was the one that taught the husband how to beat the girl. So you see the background she's coming. Most of the times, as a guy now, if I want to love a woman, I will love a woman the way I want to be loved. And the woman, if she's going to love me, she will try to love me the way she wants to be loved. However, the way I want to be loved is different from the way she wants to be loved. So if she's loving me the way she wants to be loved, it doesn't speak love to me.
We are welcome to Answering the Biggest Questions with Raymond King. This is our first episode, and it is an honor to have with us Pastor Emmanuel.
Privilege is mine. It's mine.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. So, sir, the issue is that I have come across certain questions in line with relationship. Yeah, I might be in a relationship now, but yeah, and I cannot answer all of them alone, all by myself. So that is one of the reasons. I tried answering some, but then I got hooked.
Okay.
So I thought of it that, why not do a series of something like this and push it out there? Because it's not just the person that asks me the question that needs the solution to issues like that. There are other people out there that will need answers like this to maybe one or two things they are passing through. And I've come to understand that a lot of people are going through relationship issues.
True.
Yes, sir. So I thought of it and thought, and I was wait, I know someone that is very vast in this topic and even other subject matters, and it's a honor to have you here with us today. Thank you very much, sir. This is the first episode of Answering Biggest Questions. With Raymond King. Yes, sir.
Answering biggest questions, I will go big.
Amen. Thank you, sir. So with me here, I have a load of questions, but we'll take them one step at a time. Yes, sir. So regarding effective communication in relationship, this person of interest said, why do you think some people find it hard to talk about their feelings in a relationship?
Well, one thing about dealing with relationship or marriage situations is they're all unique in their various ways. Right? No one marriage is the same. So the same thing with relationship. No one relationship is the same. So what we try to teach are basic principles, foundational principles that anybody can build upon. I can decide to build a 3-story building. We are building a 3-story building. The foundation will be the same because it's 3-story. But the style with which you build may be different from mine.
Yes.
So that's how marriage and relationship actually is. So I'll come at this question because sometimes some of the questions I'll answer, I'll just tell you it's relative, depending. So, but I'll try to give context around each question.
All right,
so when you say effective communication, why is it what?
So why do you think some people find it hard to talk about their feelings, to express themselves?
Yes. Now, this can come from various angles. For instance, background. People grew up in a home where they are shut up, where you don't have a right to feel the way you feel. Why are you feeling that way? Sometimes, even in some Christian homes, or let me even say, even in church, if they tell men like, men don't cry. So you are meant to shut up that emotion, that feeling. You man up, and you're dying inside. Before you know, they said committed suicide. They don't know because of this. You don't write a note, heartfelt, whatever, and then but you're gone.
Wow.
Why? Because they've taught us to keep it in. Now that guy is in a relationship and cannot talk. Why? Because he has been taught to keep it in.
He's manning up. He's being a man.
Do you understand this? Be a man. Men don't cry. Who told you men don't cry? You can go to your room and cry very well and come out. Yes, it's not so good that a man, you are every time you're the one crying. You're having issues with your wife, you're not the one crying. Your wife is saying, yeah, it's okay, don't cry again, I'll not do it again. No, that's what I mean. But there are some situations that will come. It will hit you hard. You go inside, ease out the emotion. So because of that, coming from wherever we are coming from, different people from different families and different homes. For instance, sometimes even church will tell you that you can't feel pain. No. People of faith does not discard the fact. The fact is the fact. Faith does not look away from the fact. However, faith establishes the truth above the fact.
Wow.
So the Bible says, if we are in faith, it says faith collect those things that be not as though they were. Faith does not say, you cannot be saying, I'm not sick, I'm not sick. That's a lie. You're actually sick. But what faith does is to call those things that be not, which is your health now, as though it is. So you say, I'm healed in the name of Jesus. That is faith. Then somebody will come and say, how are you? It is well. What is it? If you're not feeling good, you're not feeling good. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because over time, people have come from different angles and different backgrounds. So when you're in a relationship with somebody who is going through something like that, I don't know if there's a question like that, but let me just come at it like that.
Yeah.
So it's wrong for you to say you are coming from a background where your family allows you to express yourself. I mean, growing up, some of us didn't have the opportunity to tell our dad, Daddy, you are wrong. You are wrong how? The beating you will receive. The beating you will receive. So you just hold it in. We don't have opinions. When your father says something, you cannot come out and say, no, Daddy, I think. You think what? When you start having your own money, start thinking.
Yeah.
So they shut up that area of our lives. So when we come out, some people come out and they don't come out healed. They still come out broken. So when you're in a relationship, for instance, with somebody, you now have to know and understand the person's background. When we say relationship is for the strong-hearted. Marriage is for the strong-hearted. You don't just come into a relationship because I'm of age. I'm 32 now. I'm 32. I'm 30. I'm a man. I can pay my fees now. No. Are you emotionally responsible enough? You get so when you come into that sphere, you are now going to learn about selflessness. It's not beyond you. So know this person. Where is this person coming from? What kind of background does this person have? I heard a story that the lady said the father of the girl was the one that taught the husband how to beat the girl. So you see the background she's coming from.
Wow.
So do you get my picture? So when you are in a relationship with somebody, your goal is to learn and know the person. Especially when it enters into marriage. Your marriage is a school, and your curriculum is your spouse. You will not finish learning. You will not graduate from that school. You will keep learning and learn about your spouse.
So much the spouse is there.
So long as the spouse is there, people change.
Yeah.
So as they keep changing, you are learning to adapt in all areas. So let me stop there for now.
Wow.
So that may be the reason why, one major reason why people
withhold expressing themselves. Like you mentioned that even the church might want to shut people up.
Yes.
But what they fail to understand is that even Jesus, he wept.
He wept.
The Bible recorded that if you have a small child now, a small brother, what is the shortest verse in the Bible? They say Jesus wept.
Jesus did not weep in private. He wept in public. He wept to tell you, to let you know you are anointed man of God. Jesus was more anointed than you, and he wept.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes, sir. Wow, thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. So there's a follow-up question.
Okay.
Or maybe not necessarily a follow-up question, but still under effective communication in relationship. Yeah. What are some ways to help someone listen better during an argument?
Okay. What are the ways to help somebody listen better? Now, basically, we all have to learn some basic communication guides. I've discovered that when people have arguments, people don't listen for correction. In fact, two people are having an argument right now. They're talking. I'm not listening to what you are saying. I'm thinking of my next points. So you don't finish? Are you done? Are you done? Okay, listen now. No, did you hear what I said? But most of the time, when we have arguments, I mean, even when we come to the point of argument, since we're talking about relationship and marriage, we must learn to take feedbacks. Because what your spouse is giving you is feedback. Her complaint is feedback. If you're holding a mic, for instance, in an auditorium to talk, and you hear that sound, it's feedback.
It's a feedback.
Telling you, okay, give some certain distance from the speaker. So you can maybe move away. You adjust yourself. There is something that's not right. That's feedback. Instead of saying there and saying, why are you shouting now? You're just doing win. And we bought you expensive microphone. This is what happens in relationship. Somebody is telling you something. You are not hearing what the person is saying. You are yelling at the person. Most of the time in relationships, and even in marriages, when two of you are right, nobody's right. When both of you are right, because at the same time, when you have arguments like that, the reason why we're having arguments is because you think you are right, and I think I'm right. So right now, both of us are right. When both of us are right, we are all wrong. So how can we help ourselves listen better? Because the problem about argument is listening. And it is in listening that the problem is solved. Yes. So there's something I did with my wife a long time ago when we were even dating. We talked about communication table. Now, communication table does not necessarily have to be a table where you come and sit down and say, okay, this is a table, let's not break the table. No, it's an invisible table. Yeah. When one calls for talk, let's talk. All right. So one of the things we have, for instance, we don't sleep on an issue. We don't stay till the next day on an issue. Now, that works for us. For some other persons, it may not work that way. Yeah. For some other person, they'll tell you, babe, this thing, I can't talk about it now. Let's talk about it later in the evening. Let me use this time to process it, and you to go and process whatever you have to say. So when we come back to talk, we all have time. Sometimes in communication, have notes. Babe, we're about to go into something that may lead to an argument or may not lead to an argument. So what we do is, you take your notepad and your biro. I will take my notepad and my biro. While you are talking, I am jotting down points, and the point I'm jotting down is not the points that I want to fire you with. No, yeah. I'm jotting down what you are saying. And most of the time, let me even say this when we're talking about communication. Most of the time, we should avoid some certain words in communication. For instance, babe, you always do this. You are never, those are words that will put somebody in the defensive immediately. Yeah. Why will you say, I always do this? How many times have I done it? We've been married for 2 years now. How many times have I done it? It's not just 2 times. So what about the many times I didn't do it? So no, that's not what I meant, but your word already said that was what you meant. Yeah. So these are different things about communication that we need to put into place. So how do you help somebody listen better? Number one, the way you help the person listen better is to listen better. You be a better listener.
Be a good listener.
When the person is talking, you are writing, and the person is like, what are you writing? And you say, no, I'm trying to write down your points. Those things, because you are making a lot of points. I mean, I didn't see it like this. If the person came to fight, when you talk like this, the person will lose all appetite for fight. So you're now there penning down, and the person is looking at you, and you're like, okay, thank you. From what you said, I think this and this and thing, are the things that you said. I don't know if I'm right. Am I right? It's like, okay, yes. Is that what you meant by what you said? So these are the things I can work on. Now, let me tell you my own. And when you do this, the person may not even ask you, can you please borrow me paper? Let me write my own down. You are having communication. This is communication. Not the one where I'm yelling, you are yelling, everybody's listening to each other. So, number one way to help somebody listen better is to be a better listener. Yes, and then whatever thing you have learned concerning communication, it's best to always carry your spouse along, whether you are married or in a relationship. Carry your spouse along. Whatever you are learning about being a better communicator, when you learn it, forward it to your spouse. Please, read this. I just learned it. I just saw it and it blessed me. God's to bless you. So whatever thing you are practicing, your partner will also practice. So both of you. Did you see? Eve ate a fruit, gave to Adam, so that we will be on the same level. I think that does.
Wow. Adam and Eve's own. And it's very true, because it's good when the husband, the wife, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the guys in the relationship, when they're on the same page, when they are listening to the same people, when they are consuming the same material. When you watch this video now, send it to your boyfriend, send it to your girlfriend. So that he or she now will hear this also and know how to listen better. Also, even while you yourself, you are becoming a better listener too. So that's so in essence, each party should be intentional about communicating with their opposites, their partner. Wow. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah. Thank you. So there is this other question. How do we make sure we understand what our partner is really saying? Because some people, they might be saying A, why they do not really mean that A. They might not really know how to express what they want to say, what they want you to understand. They might just be saying it. Some might just be saying, I don't, but they're actually passing an information to you. But you, on the other hand, you are trying to become a better listener and understand what they are trying to say. But what do you think can help this other party now to understand their partner better?
All right. Well, there's something I do sometimes when people ask me questions. For instance, somebody asks a question. I heard the question, but then I repeat the question. I said, is this what you mean? Yeah. So I repeat the question to be sure that what I heard
what you are asking.
You understand?
Yes.
So how do you get to the point where you can make sure you understand your partner better? It's all in the same communication. I mean, how do I get to know you if we don't have constant times when we talk and I can tell you that somebody says Raymond, I say no, Raymond, that's not I know Raymond. I mean, we've been together for a while, so I know that if you tell me that Raymond did this, I understand, but this particular one, no. So if you're talking about communication, you say, how do I understand what you're saying? If you mention something to me or you talk to me and you make mention of some point or a point, let me say a point now, and I say, okay, thank you, baby, for this observation. But if I get you correctly, you said this, you said this, you said this. To you, did I just say what you meant? Was that what you meant to say? Because sometimes people just talk. Maybe somebody's angry now, and then the person begins to just say things because the person is angry.
Things they don't mean.
Things they really don't mean. But now you've said these things and you can't take them back. You can't take them back after what you have said. So now, when you talk to me, I will ask you, sorry, is this what you mean? Because you said this. Recently my wife and I were just having a conversation. And then she said something like, you're not hearing me. And I said, okay, wait. I now said something. And then, is this what, it's not what you're saying.
Okay.
So I actually understand what you have been saying.
So I heard you. I heard all what you've been saying. Okay.
I heard you. So sometimes my wife will say something and I say, babe, I heard you. Because it's not about just their communication, just their verbal.
Yeah.
Are you really hearing what they're saying? For instance, some ladies can talk without talking. Although I advise them to talk. Just talk. Don't assume. I tell people assumption is the lowest form of knowledge. You understand? Don't assume that I know that your birthday is coming and what you want is that red bag that you showed me on this thing. On your status. You say, babe, see this red bag. I like this red bag. And you assume that because you told me that you like the red bag and your birthday is next week, I should know that I should buy the red bag. So help yourself and help me. Say, babe, see this red bag. I really love it. And it's not even that expensive. Look at the price. And I know that you can even afford it. So I really love you to get this for me on my birthday. That is next week. This is so date. This is clear.
To be straight.
This is clear. Don't assume. Now, babe, when I showed you the red bag, I saw it, sir. When you showed me the red bag, I saw, and I told you that the red bag is fine. But it didn't occur to me that I should buy you the red bag. Rather, I bought you blue shoe. You get?
Yes.
So communicate your feelings. Communicate. Let me know. Don't assume. So when you want to have conversations with people, let them know what you are saying. And when they've spoken and you have heard them, ask them, is this what you mean? Because I heard this. Is it what you mean? And then they will tell you, oh, yes, that's what I meant. Oh, no, you didn't get me well. That's not what I meant. So we can now be on the same page. So ask questions. There's something we say in Pidgin. That's where they ask questions.
They misroad.
So ask questions. In fact, those questions that you ask, what do people do when you have conversations as you are in a relationship? Talk. Just talk and not touch. It's talking that will get you to know each other, not touching that will get to know each other. So if talking is lacking, then touching will be present. And when you get married, you don't know. It's when you get married, you now want to talk in the marriage. And now the guy is already used to touching. You've not been talking for 2 years.
Touching has been solving all the problems.
You understand? So now you want me to talk. We will not talk. Because I've not developed capacity to talk. And now we now have quarrels. Because now you are both married. The lady now wants to really have conversation. And the guy is not ready for a conversation. Let me not go into some things. They are not talking solely to married couples. So let me
thank you.
So I don't know if I answered that.
Yes, very well. The illustration you gave about a lady showing somebody the red bag, showing her boyfriend. That's exactly it. It gives an exact answer to what this viewer asked just now.
Yeah.
Which is, how can we make sure we understand what our partner is saying?
Yeah.
Just say it. Don't assume.
Don't assume.
And don't subject your partner into a state of assumption also.
True.
Tell them what you want.
Yeah.
Be vocal.
Yeah.
Be verbal.
True.
That's a very intelligent illustration. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir. So finally, on the issue of effective communication,
okay.
What should we do if we feel like our partner is not listening to us?
Okay. What should we do if we feel like our partner is not listening to us? Well, I don't know the reason why your partner is not listening to you. But then I want to come at it from this point. You can be looking at me, right? And I believe, okay, you are listening to me, but I don't know if you're hearing what I'm saying. Somebody can be here, and while you're talking, I'm just like, But my mind is on a match that they are playing right now. Arsenal Man. I'm not saying anything. And that's all that's playing in my head. And then you are done and you're like, so what do you have to say? So what did you say, please? Now, I had a posture of someone who's listening to you. I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah.
Right? So when you talk about listening, when our partner is not, what should we do if we feel like our partner is not listening to us? I don't know what listening to us will mean. But if listening to us will mean you are talking, but the person is not really hearing what you are saying. It's all in communication again, I guess.
Yeah. I think.
Babe,
okay.
I'm just, okay, you want to tell me what you think?
No.
I can just come at it and say, babe, I just said something, but I want you to explain what I just said to me. Like, I want to know if you really understand what I said. And you can say, no, I understand you perfectly. I mean, if you understand me, you won't have a problem telling what I just said.
Yes.
What you understood from what I just said. It's like I can finish teaching and say, class, you have any question? You say no question. That means you all understand. You all understand. Okay. If you understand, I'll ask the question.
Yes.
You say, no, sir. Well, you told me you just understood it. So if you understood it, answering the question should not be a problem. So it's all in communication. If you feel that your partner is not listening, tell your partner, hey, you're not listening to me. So you say, but I'm not. No, babe. This is the same thing we talked about last week. We talked about it 2 weeks ago. I remember some days ago we talked about it. If you're truly listening to me, to be priority on me, you're not listening to me. That will get him to calm down and say, okay, actually, I get you now. You told me this thing before. You'll be surprised that the guy said, you told me this thing before.
Even that I didn't listen.
In my mind, this is the first time you are talking to me about something like this. No, babe, this is the 5th time in 2 months.
Wow.
So if you don't come out straight and say, I don't think you're getting it. Okay, if you did understand what I said, please explain what I just said. So it's all in, you know what works for you. Yeah. So in a relationship, you know your man. You know your woman. You know how to get them to calm down. Because sometimes, again, in communication, when you want to get your partner to listen to you concerning a particular topic, you notice, you must, first of all, understand atmosphere.
Yeah.
Understand timing. All these things are part of communication. Just imagine that while you are trying to prepare for this podcast, your girlfriend is calling you and is trying to discuss a very critical matter. You won't be able to calm down enough.
Even if I was listening,
you get.
I would have my mind.
You may have the phone on your ear and be like, yes. And you are arranging mic, preparing the camera.
Yeah.
And baby, are you there? Oh yes, I'm here. And you didn't hear what the person said. So that's not a good time. So both parties, if you are trying to have a conversation with me and I'm like, babe, this is actually not a good time. But if you can have this by 5 p.m., I will be very clear. I'll be done with everything and my mind will be calm for us to have this conversation. I'm like, no, we must have it now. No. You should be able to understand that, okay, by 5, you may not be free also. It's okay, babe, I will not be free by 5, but by 8, I'll be free. Will you be doing anything by 8? Okay, no problem. Since you'll be free by 8, I'll be free. That time, our atmosphere is serene. Nothing bothering us, nothing coming to take away our attention. So I can hear you, you can hear me. So you understand timing, understand atmosphere. You come to a place, maybe your boss, your spouse is working for somebody, and at the time you got there, they just finished scolding, the boss of your spouse just finished scolding the spouse, and that's when you want to talk. No, calm down. Whatever brought you should wait. Make sure that everything is okay. The atmosphere is not right. How can you meet your spouse crying, for instance, and say, babe, what's happening? But don't worry, Joshua, we'll talk about that. I came to discuss something with you. Address why she's crying first. Then she can be in the right frame of mind.
Yeah.
Do you get my point? So there are various timing, atmosphere, proper communication. All this, communication is a whole lot. Wow. That's why I always tell people, if you're in a relationship or you're going to get into a relationship, because eventually it's marriage. Marriage is the focus.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with sitting down and going to learn proper communication. How do I have proper communication? Learn as much as you need to learn, because you will need it. Marriage is forever till you die. Let me not even say forever, because after you die, you go to heaven, right? Yes. But on earth, if you are going to marry at age 30, for instance, and you are going to die at age 80, you have 50 years with that person. I mean, 50 years is a long time. So go and learn communication very well, so that you have wonderful time.
Yeah, wow. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
So we've had relationship is all about learning.
Yeah.
And communication is about learning also. So go out there and learn. Learning is not for only the ladies, oh.
No.
It's for both parties.
Both parties.
Learn how well to communicate. In fact, be the better communicator self. Just let's be the better communicator, whether you are the girl or the guy now in the relationship. Go and learn for yourself on how to be the better communicator. Then teach that to your partner too.
Very true.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much. Like I was saying, the guy and the lady, alike. Both of them alike. Learn to listen to your spouse or your spouse. Like I said, in relationship, you'll be seated on your judgment seat. So it's in relationship you judge. Like a judge sitting on a seat and say, you guilty. Bam, knocks his gavel and and the rest. You are guilty. You are discharged and acquitted. That's where you are. It's not compulsory that because you have been in a relationship for 2 years, you must marry the guy. It's not compulsory. Yeah. 2 years is too short a time compared to 50 years. You see the comparison, 2 years in a relationship, 50 years in marriage. You say, I will just cope with it. You choose the level of imperfection you can deal with. So if communication is a big deal for you, and your spouse is telling you things like, communication, I don't talk about things. I just process things alone. I don't communicate. And it's a big deal for you. And you say, I just love him. You are going to have issues in marriage. Because now you are married to somebody who will never talk to you. He's just big on surprise. You are not big on surprise. You build house, he surprise you. Buy car, he surprise you. And everything he bought, there are things you don't like. Because he's not big on surprise. He's big on surprise and you are big on communication. You have been telling him that, babe, let me tell you the kind of things that I like. He said, don't worry, I will just...
It's not carrying you along.
You get?
Yeah.
So for guys and ladies alike, if your woman is big on communication, guy, go and learn about communication. Learn about that. Like Gary Chapman wrote a book, 5 Love Languages, wonderful book, blessed my life a long time ago. I discovered that even in this communication thing, he said something. Sorry that I'm adding this part.
No problem.
He said something that he discovered that most of the times, as a guy now, if I want to love a woman, I will love a woman the way I want to be loved. And the woman, if she's going to love me, she will try to love me the way she wants to be loved. However, the way I want to be loved is different from the way she wants to be loved. So if she's loving me the way she wants to be loved, it doesn't speak love to me. Somebody saying that I'm a very good guy. I always buy gifts for my spouse. I always buy her something. There's no time. He's always giving you gifts. And then she's always checking up on you. So how are you doing, babe? Because she wants you to always check up on her.
Yeah.
For her, quality time speaks love to her. So you receiving gifts speaks love. She has never bought you any gift in 2 years of relationship. You are saying this lady, she doesn't even love me. She doesn't even do this. And then she's also saying that she don't even love, and you are confused like me, I don't love you. Me that I've been buying you gifts. And she to say me, I don't love you. Me that I've been trying to know how you're doing. Whenever you come, I put away everything I'm doing just to listen to you. But when I come, you are always watching Chelsea match. You are always watching Liverpool. You are always watching this. You don't even have time for me. So they should switch their roles. The lady should begin to buy the guy something.
The guy should start listening more.
So if the lady doesn't have money to fund it, guy will fund her buying. You have the funds, just send her something. And then she will now know that, okay, I should have sent her. She will give her something. Yeah. She will know that she should buy you something from what you gave her. Do you understand? So that way you feel loved. She also feels loved. Emotional tank is peaceful. So we must learn it's all in communication. How do I know your love language? We will sit down and talk about it. I read this book of 5 Love Languages. Oh yeah, that's why I said read together, learn together. So we went to a program, we taught this. Okay, we sit down and we analyze it. So what's your love language now? Which one speaks more to you? Which one is number one to you? In order of priority, number one, number two. You write it out and I tell you my own. So what you have in your book is my primary love language, 1 to 5. And what I have in my book is your primary love language, 1 to 5. And we go. We'll be very happy. That's why love is selfless, not selfish. I'm not trying to let you love me. I'm trying to learn how to love you. While I'm trying to learn how to love you, you are also trying to learn how to love me. Vision balance.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. You mentioned something that know your level of red flag that you can manage. Because I've heard of a story where there was a divorce, not even a breakup now.
Wow.
A divorce because in marriage, because the man likes the toothpaste to be pressed from the other end, while the lady will just press from middle or anywhere. I think it's a common this thing that I've heard that stories from the mouth of different people.
Funny enough, do you know how we can solve this problem? Even if you find ourselves, buy 2 toothpaste, have your own, I have my own. I press my own from under, you press your own from middle. Simple.
But a matter like this cause divorce because someone else that might not really like it, but it's a red flag that you can cope with. You don't see it as, you might see it as a big deal, but just let me just learn to live with this. That's another person. Why someone else might not be able to cope with it at all.
You know, sometimes it's also beyond that. It's also beyond that. It's now sometimes about how both of us are willing to compromise. Are we willing to compromise? Just imagine toothpaste. Toothpaste. You can't forgive pressing toothpaste from the middle. You're not ready for marriage. But let's not even go into some certain things. Because sometimes I teach the 2 most important things to look out for in a spouse. And let's just continue. Maybe another time or whenever we have such questions.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
It's so wonderful having you.
Yeah.
Talk about the communication. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.